What do you think has the biggest potential to steal the show on Sunday? Again, it airs at noon Eastern time, beginning at noon Eastern time for AEW All In. As of right now, there are 10 matches scheduled. One is going to be on the pre-show with Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway taking on Willow Nightingale and ECE. 9 on the main pay-per-view card.
Boy, only 10 matches on the main card. AEW's in the mud. My God, the struggle that you can't even put together the 14, 15 match card that we're used to in AEW, Gabe Neitzel. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to put over to the side MJF Ospreay and Danielson Strickland for the AEW World Championship. It's either the championship or the career for Bryan Danielson. If you don't mind, I'm going to put those to the side because I think you and I both know that those are going to be bangers.
Yep.
So from there, I'll do a countdown and say that I have 4 written down. 4 is a 3-way for the tag team championships. I just think that I still don't know who's going to win that one. I feel like it's going to change. I just don't know which team for that, the 3-way that we're going to see. I believe that Jack Perry against Darby Allin is going to be interesting. The coffin match. You just know 2 lightweights that are on the card. They're going to do whatever they can to make it look like a demolition derby. So I think that that's going to be entertaining. Number 2 is Storm and Mariah May. I think there's going to be some kind of interference in that matchup to cause Storm to lose. But I believe that the thing's going to steal the show outside of the other 2 main event matches is that 4-way ladder match. I think that should be a beautiful disaster.
It is, and I'm with you on the tag team match. Like, no matter how you feel about the Young Bucks and whether or not, I go back and forth because for a while I enjoyed it, and then they kind of disappear for a while. I don't know. It's just there hasn't been enough consistency there for me to really, as of late, grab onto it. But the one thing I know about the Bucks, the one thing I know about FTR, especially, they're going to deliver in the ring. And when you have 2 tag teams that caliber, and it's not like the Acclaimed are a bad tag team. Like everyone's going to, I think, shine and perform there. I'm honestly really looking forward to Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker. And I think that has an opportunity. We've seen Britt have some of the best women's matches in AEW. We've seen, Mercedes Moné as Sasha Banks have some of the best women's matches in WWE. So the 2 of them going head to head after the confrontation that they had last night on Dynamite, I think that absolutely has the potential to go out there and steal the show. I don't know where that's necessarily going to fall on the card because, again, it's for the TBS championship. It's not for the women's heavyweight, the women's world championship. So I don't know if it's going to fall mid-card, where it's going to be. But those are 2 of the biggest women's stars they have in AEW. And I know both can go in the ring. I've been looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching those 2 go head-to-head inside Wembley Stadium.
Gabe, with those 2 watching those promos to start off Dynamite in Cardiff, Wales on Wednesday, I don't know if it's personal or not. What did you think?
I think they want to make it personal. I don't know if that necessarily connected as much as they want. I mean, but again, going internationally is just steroids for these shows, right? Because that crowd in Cardiff was hot for just about anything that came out on Wednesday night. It was a great crowd. It was a fantastic crowd. We've seen WWE have this for SmackDowns and then some of their PLEs where, whether they're, in Europe or when they're going to Saudi Arabia, they're hitting these really, these crowds are just rabid for all of these shows that they put in front of them. And the crowd was having a lot of fun chanting for Britt, chanting CEO, having a lot of fun. So I think they want to try to make it more personal, try to feel more personal, but I think that they kind of, it fell a little bit flat in terms of that, in terms of the storyline. I'm just looking at this from a pure match perspective. I think it's got an opportunity to be one of the best matches on the card.
I agree. And as far as who's going to win that one, well, I mean, Mercedes Moné's got the momentum. If Dr. Britt Baker loses, it doesn't mean that she takes a step back. I feel like she can get right back into contention again. I just feel like Camille's going to have something to say when this matchup is over. And so I don't know how Britt Baker deals with that because I don't know if she has any allies that could help her in this spot.